What?
Make the hole.
The hole.
It's something you like my logo?
So what I'm going to do for this to make the headlights, I'm going to click on plane, and on the options, I'm going to choose the plane point, okay? And the plane I'm going to choose is this plane right here. And then the point I'm going to choose is some point along this edge, all right? And what that does is it makes a plane parallel to the plane I chose, but it runs through the point I selected. And then what I'm going to do is, just to clean this up and make it less annoying, I'm going to hide the origin. I'm going to hide the other 3 default planes just to clean it up. So the only plane that you see is the one I actually want to sketch on. And I'm going to sketch on that plane. I'm actually going to call this plane the headlight plane because that's where I'm sketching my headlights. And then I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to sketch on that plane. Okay? And what I'm doing is I'm going to basically draw holes to represent these headlights. So, circles. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to draw 2 circles. We're good? Yeah. Now, how big are those circles? Well, that's not too bad. It might get a little ballparky, but you can use the calipers to get the size of those holes. Okay.
Which one? The 2 small ones?
So I'm going to get about 6.2, something like this. Ballparkish.
For like the width of it?
The diameter.
Okay.
You know, it might be a little ballparkish, but it shouldn't be that hard to get a number.
6.2.
Yeah, you shouldn't have a hard time getting a number. What might be a little tricky though is getting a location for those. That's going to be very ballparky. I recommend you look straight at it and you just kind of have to kind of ballpark with the calipers. Like, it's not going to be crisp. Okay. So I'm going to kind of ballpark the center or the edges. You do you. Okay. How you want to do that.
I'm sorry. Okay, I can't help. Yeah. I can't.
So it looks like this one might maybe be about 4 from the edge. So we've talked about this before. Whenever you want to dimension the edge of a circle, you usually need to place a point on it. So I got a point there. And I want to dimension this edge to that point. And it's being a butt to me. I probably have to project stuff. Looks like I'm going to have to project things. That's an L. That's okay, though. Projecting is a normal thing. So I'll dimension how far this point is. Okay. And then to make sure that point's actually on the very edge of the circle, what I'll do is I'll use a horizontal constraint so that that point is actually like
lined up.
Yeah, it's actually on the very edge of the circle. So this is a way to dimension from a surface to the edge of a circle. Generally speaking, you will never have dimensions like this. You almost always have dimensions to the center of the circle, and it's very obvious why. How are you going to manufacture it? Well, you're probably going to drill a hole or do something, right? And you want to know where you line up the drill bit. And so usually the dimensions are to the centers. But in practice, when you're reverse engineering, you typically cannot measure that distance. So when you make things in general, you won't do it this way. You'll dimension to the center of the circle. That's a very normal thing. But when you're reverse engineering, you have to do math to get that, right? And if it works, it works. And then I'm going to try and get the top part of that. It's not very much. Maybe 1 millimeter. If even that. I'm just going to say 1. So I'm going to do another point on the top of the circle. and I'm going to dimension the distance there, and I'm going to say it's 1. Ballparkish. And then instead of a horizontal constraint, I will do a vertical constraint to line up that point with the center of the circle. Kind of a little bit of work, but that's the way to do it. Obviously, being able to dimension the center of the circle is a lot easier. It's just harder to get those dimensions without having to do math when you're a reverse engineer.
You bet.
For the other circle, I would just use constraints.
So like what?
You made it
The small one?
You made this the colors.
I'll line it up
The
with a
colors.
horizontal constraint relative to the other circle. I'll use an equal constraint to make it the same size. And now all I have to do is just dimension how far it is. What? Did I win something?
Whoa.
Jesus.
It really is. Don't.
I what?
Calm down.
I thought I was gonna win.
What? Jesus.
Please not me.
Yo,
Of you.
Harold.
Oh.
Michaela.
Oh.
I just got an email from her asking how I individually prepare for robotics.
You should have been like, I spiritually prepare myself every day to be in Pablo's presence.
What is like? Hear me out.
No go?
You have to make a shape then.
Hear me out.
Just make it all about Pablo. Make it all about Pablo.
What? Additional note. What club are you in and why do you like it?
I'll be like, I get Pablo which club?
I'm actually part of the League of Landowners and I think it's why I feel like
for
the
League of Legends.
the League of Landowners here. Take your pass.
Oh, I don't want to go. Like,
Bro, I didn't win either, okay? You at least won something.
this is
not
You know what? You can wheel your chair all the way down to a room.
Well, you could
Literally go down the entire hallway in that chair.
Or you could just like take it. No, take the
Treasure
treasure
hall pass. That's your hall pass. Treasure hall pass.
You wanna go?
You know that?
You get the push up.
We all the way down.
This is glorious throne.
Alright.
Let's go.
I'm not allowed to use it. You gotta sit on it 24/7.
hey, if it's your yelling at me, that's not my fault.
No,
You
it's not.
tell that Wyatt is your pass.
Wyatt's your pass.
You gotta go to cheating? No, no.
Wyatt is your pass is kind of crazy. Alright.
All right. How far apart are those circles? So I can kind of measure the gap in between them. Looks like it's about 1 to 1.5. So what I might do is I might put points like this and line those points up just to get the distance between the two circles. And it's going to be a little ballparkish, but it's not too bad. This is the easy part in that, like, while it's tedious, like, you could do this yourself. Okay. That did not use anything we haven't done before.
Okay, next one. What do you want?
I just need a point.
Try to mess with it. So you got my plane go.
Okay,
Okay, why are your planes all gone though?
What? We get I only went to the competitions.
Yeah. I don't want to see them either. Once I start drawing my own planes, I really don't want to see the default
Okay.
planes. It gets too much.
That's not.
You can always turn them back on as long as they're gone.
I would turn them on for turn them on.
Oh, right.
And then do I'm using loose plane points. But sure. So I went down.
That's a bit.
Hey, name your stuff maybe.
Oh, shut up.
Oh.
I have nothing on mine today at all. Alright,
But he has a valid point, though. You want help. You want people to understand your stuff. You don't name it. How you know?
he knows what he's seeing.
It doesn't matter. Name your stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, good that.
If the FFA girls who couldn't even figure out how to use one of those
That works.
computer mice can name their things in their CAD
Yeah.
files, you can name your stuff too.
What's up?
Wait, can the plane?
Yeah, the FFA girls, they're learning how to use CAD for their project.
Wait, can the
Wait, which one? Which FFA? Oh, Future
The
Friends.
greenhouse class. I kind of feel
Oh,
sorry for
are
them. They have
they-
to make like plants. And I'm like, bro, dude, that's not gonna be.
Wait, like design a plant? Like a tree?
Not a tree, but yes, plants. Yeah, like they have to like replicate it in CAD
That
software
suck.
as part of a project.
That's
That's not the kind of stuff I want to have to make in CAD. That's rough. Like doable, but like not hard.
That's not gonna be easy.
No, it is not.
You get like the stems and the leaves and everything. The thin leaves that.
It's not gonna be easy.
Ugh.
It's gonna be cancerous, bro.
You think it'll just be like sketches, or like they have to like extrude it and everything, like 3D models?
I don't know exactly what they're making, but I saw some of like the examples for the project that was given to them.
Oh,
Imagine making like a thing of wheat out of CAD software.
there's like a bunch of tiny.
Dude, like that's like actually cancer. Like I kind of
do like all the little grains at the top. Do it with like 15 times. They all have to be different.
hey, pattern feature, right? Pattern feature.
Yeah, probably.
All right, I'm done with my sketch.
Yeah.
Now what am I gonna do? What do you think I'm gonna do, guys?
Extrude it.
I'm gonna cut into it. So when I do this, this is where you might have to do a little bit of math, maybe. Or finessing with your measurements. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to try and measure it if I can
I got like 10.
using the hole depth gauge. But I have to go to where that plane is. Like I'm gonna have to measure to this edge. It's not gonna be easy. Like doable, but it's gonna be very ballparkish.
I'm getting like 10.4, 10.5.
I got about 22.
Cool. What?
So I'm gonna do 22.
Okay.
Now that was to the very bottom. Okay, so you know it looks reasonable. All right, so you know you do your best with making the measurement. It's not gonna be easy. I understand that. And then I'm gonna click the green check mark. Now, what may or may not work out is fillets to round those bottoms. All right, that may or may not work out. First thing you want to do though, the diameter. So my diameter was 6.2. What's half of that?
Yo, what is
3.1.
3.1
Whoa.
was what?
That looks like a dick.
Not even.
Oh, it's left side.
Joke.
He's just on.
So anyway, half of 6.2 is 3.1. So when I do these fillets,
Oh, were they back?
was it worth it?
Were they back?
They're just no room full of them.
Oh, B-Lady gave me a question.
Did you guys need all that from that too?
Oh,
Let's hear it, please.
So this worked out really well. OnShape is actually pretty stable compared to Autodesk Inventor, what we used to use. Inventor would poop on you if you try to do that.
Ooh.
It was bad.
Alright, how do you do it?
no, not even know.
Watch a stream.
I'm just gonna start cursing. No, you missed it. You get a dick on them.
I
What?
did not.
He did.
What?
Yes,
I
it
did.
was. Yes, it was.
I did not.
Yes, it was.
Why we can pull up the stream? We can pull up.
But
James is like,
I bet no.
bet you can't.
I'll search every second.
Oh, whoa, what is this? Play it out loud.
Oh, don't.
That's
6.2 workout. So first thing you want to do though, the diameter. So my
Wait, let me see.
3.1.
Why is he throwing a thing?
Shut up.
whoa.
No, watch me does. Oh, partially. Cool. Why'd you put it so high? It's supposed to go down. Shut up! I'm working on it.
Wow. Whoa.
He's working really hard, guys. Let him,
No,
let
he's
him
not.
cook. Let him cook.
He's been aggressive. Yeah, let me go.
So I have My headlight's done.
Let me talk.
Now all I need to do is I just need to mirror it to the other side, which would be pretty easy, and then we can go from there. So, to mirror entity Zamir, make sure you change it to feature. If you ever mirror things, or make sure you change it to feature. I just click on the headlight extrusions and the fillets, and then the mirror plane, front,
Dude, that could work.
reapply features. I'm not really sure what that does or why it do it,
Holy
but
shit.
yeah, easy.
Is that on
Holy
the?
shit. That's all the way
Easy.
through.
Oh, no, it's not.
That's just the one big one. Do you have big ones at the
That
bottom?
was more of just
Or two big ones?
So I started
Up front, bro.
Yeah, but like these.
They're all different.
See, I do.
No, yours might be different sizes, so make your circles different sizes.
Yeah.
Now I said there's 1.5 ways to do this.
1.5.
A way you could have done this is you could have actually put a plane, like cutting this in half, and drawn a sketch and revolved around it.
Yeah.
Could have done that as well. I'm not going to show you that, but it would be the same technique in that you would make a plane that would be like offset from the side, and then you would sketch on that plane. The point here, though, is these work planes are critical to doing a lot of things that you're going to have to do. Gentlemen, here's where I'm thinking. We have everything but the passengers. When I say everything but the passengers, I mean I've shown you how to do it and how to do it. We're not going to worry about the passengers.
Look at that.
Okay? So, I'm going to give you all of tomorrow the work. I'm inclined to say on Monday next week, we start assembling this. I show you how to put pieces together
In the
software.
oh cool.
Yes. I'm inclined to go that direction. Starting Monday. Sound good? You say yeah?
Yeah.
Frankly, if you're not done with like a part or two, it doesn't matter because you can still get the basic idea of how to assemble things. As long as you have like a couple main parts of the car and like a wheel, an axle done, we can show you how to like, put the axles on wheels and things like that.
How would that work with software? Like, are we just gonna like slide it off?
I will show you. If you want the axles to work, you probably will have to put holes on the side of your car. So I'm going to do that really quick. I'm going to just go quickly open up my axle. Not that. I'm going to open up my axle just to see how deep and how wide I made that part that goes into the car. And I'll see. I'll just replicate those dimensions. Wheel connector. So I made it 7.9. Easy. Draw a circle. 7.9.
Hey, you have to watch our language.
I guess I got to dimension where it is.
I'm sorry,
Wow.
Thank you.
I don't
Maybe 11. I don't know.
Maybe 14. I don't know. This is very ballparky. Maybe 8.
That aren't common.
Sure, we'll just go with 8.
What did I do?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm. Yeah. Oh, feature me, idiots. Jeez.
Oh, where's that?
Mirror.
No,
How deep did I make that part? 12.9.
The thing is though, when you make it
Look at that.
12.9, like when you put out this, I think like it cuts and kind of messes it up. When you
Like it cuts into that,
yeah.
then make it a different number. Like for real, just make it a different number then. I don't know how far those things go in.
Yeah.
Like I honestly don't know. I've never tried to rip one of these out. I don't want to. Then I can just mirror it. Mirror. Feature mirror. I don't understand what this reapply nonsense is. Axle hole. Axle hole. And then headlight mirror.
I did it. I got logged into Pokemon Go. I just spent 2 hours trying to do that.
Nice.
All right.
Why?
There's my part.